Girl Talk TV. It's so gangster. Holla.
All right, quick announcement before y'all get started watching what I had to say later on in the video. Um, Recently, I did get some emails that, well, not recently, a while back, I got some emails about having difficulty purchasing the Cheating Truth. I had the old template up and it wasn't working. So I want to let y'all know that right now I just put up a new temporary page for GurlTalkkTV.com, which will allow you guys to purchase the Cheating Truth if you weren't able to get it before. In addition to that, I actually created a new video that I never put on YouTube that gives a little bit more detail on the Cheating Truth, just explaining a little bit a certain aspect of it for you. Now, in the beginning of it, there is that 1-minute promo trailer that says 57% of men or women, whatever the hell I said. Right after that is a 4-minute video behind it that y'all have never seen before. So I just want y'all to go ahead and know that's there. Check out the new page. It looks pretty nice. It's just a temporary page. The new website that's coming behind it will be much better than that, but it is a nice look, and you can purchase the Cheating Truth from there. So everything is working now. So if you didn't get a chance to get your copy of the Cheating Truth, Why Men and Women Really Cheat Before, you can get it now. So I want you to go over there, www.GurlTalkkTV.com, and go check that out. Alright, back to me. Alright, what's up, family? Your boy just came back from a meeting, with regards to Girl Talk TV, and it went well. So I'm really excited about that. So we'll see what happens, man. But that's not really what I want to talk about. So I'm just excited about that. But look, I just walked back in, man, and one of the things, man, that I go through that y'all don't know about, man, is that I really stress out a lot. I really do. And I stress out because my desire to succeed is so high. And unfortunately, it puts a lot of stress on me. You know what I mean? Like, I sleep next to my dreams. You feel me? Like, when I go to bed, my dreams are right next to me. You know what I mean? And if I try to get away from them, they like, nah, nigga, we here too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And my drive to take Girl Talk TV to the next level is so huge that, it wears me down. And it's something that you'll never hear me speak about, I guess outside of now, but you'll rarely hear me speak about it. And only those I'm close to, ever get to see, me stressing that format, and I don't really put that on y'all or share that with y'all because y'all don't need to hear that, man. And, my channel's not about, Temple Christian sharing his problems. Like, we ain't got time for that shit, but there's a guy in my building, man, that I met, man, that I talk to all the time. He's an old white guy, man. His name is Dan, and he's probably like 50, close to 60 years old, man. Gray hair, nice guy, man. And when I say nice, man, I mean really nice. And I'm on my way back up, man, and I run into Dan, man. And, every time I talk to Dan, man, like, he just says shit to me that, like, I need to hear. Like, real talk, like, I feel like this dude is my guardian angel, man. Like, and it's weird because he's white, I ain't know Negroes could get white guardian angels. I talked to Jesus about that one day, but nah, man, like, I mean it, man. Like, this dude, man, like, he keeps me going sometimes, you feel me? Like, and today we spoke, man, and we were speaking about the pressure to make it, and the stress that he always sees me under. Because every time he sees me, man, like, I can be very moody. Like, sometimes he sees me and I'm the happiest camper in the world. Other times he sees me and he's like, business is killing you, huh? And he knows because he's been there. But we got to talking today, man, about life. We got into a conversation about love, and it was that conversation about love that I really wanted to share with y'all because I told him I was going to do an episode on it, when I started the website. But, after the conversation, man, I just feel so inspired to talk to y'all about it right now. So that's what I really want to do. Now, I'm speaking to both ladies and men, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I really want y'all to hear me, and I really want y'all to feel me on this. I know that, man, so many of y'all out there are frustrated. I know that so many of y'all out there really have probably given up, man, because, love, man, and what you have to endure to even find it at first, let alone maintain it. That shit is for the birds, man. Like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And what I want to say to y'all, man, is that y'all can't give up on it, because look, there's going to be a lot of dudes who hear me and be like, what's this nigga on about, man? But my real dudes is going to feel me, man, because they understand what it's about. When I was younger, man, like, I can't stress to y'all, man, how I was the dog all dogs. And I'm sure y'all heard me say that before. I ain't give a fuck about nothing, especially no female. Like, real talk, like I said in the game of death, like, if you wasn't giving me brain, like, you really didn't matter. Like, and I would think about it and be like, why should she matter if her head game isn't strong? Like, and even if it is strong, I don't care. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And really, that's just how I got by. And, when I was living like that, real talk, I was a lot less stressed, because, a woman never had the right to complain to me. She knew that I was going to be the one to listen, call up your next dude, like, and talk his ear off, but at the same time, I could be considerate, which is kind of like an oxymoron, but I was kind of ill like that. Only those who know me will really get that. But, as I continued, man, like, I went through, a relationship that had its ups and downs, man. And, I remember when I came out of that relationship, man, I was like, man, fuck these bitches, man. Like, let me go back to being me and doing what I do, because it was a lot less stressful and I was still getting pussy. So what difference did it really make? Eventually that changed, and, circumstance happened in my life that actually changed that. But I want to stress to y'all, man, because the one thing I hear a lot from females, is that, I don't need a man and I'm going to do it alone and I can be alone. And I want to say to y'all, man, that really, man, that shit is crazy. Like, I'm a man, shorty, like, real talk, and I'm a man all day, every day. You're going to be hard-pressed to find a dude that's more man than me. You know what I'm saying? I eat my dirty underwear just to prove it, you heard? That was actually kind of gross. But, and being a man in this world, man, like, the truth is I'm petrified, like, because this world is not a nice place, you know what I mean? It's nasty out here, man, because you're surrounded by human beings that don't care about you. And unfortunately, in so many ways, rightfully so, because they got their own problems and they got their own issues. And when you keep meeting these human beings, man, they take a little bit from you. You feel me? They take away your drive to believe, your drive to succeed. And, you keep meeting the wrong men, and for dudes, you keep meeting the wrong females. You get on this fuck love shit. And, that's the one thing, man, that I've come to realize is just definitely the wrong attitude. And I say that because love, real talk, is probably the safest thing on this planet when it's right. You know what I mean? The people who disagree with that is probably because they got some fucked up love and are unwilling to let go or just can't realize it. And it is so important, man, that you don't turn your back on love, because without love, man, you don't really got shit else. You know what I mean? You could have money, you could have paper, you could have whips, you could have bitches, you could have niggas, you could have men, women, you could have all that, but if you don't have a foundation of love behind that one person, then you truly have no place to feel safe. You know what I'm saying? And in a world that's so dangerous, it boggles my mind when I hear so many women and, sisters in particular, that say, like, I don't need a man, I can do it by myself, or I'm going to be by myself. And the funny thing is, to me, man, like, from my perspective, that's an immature mind speaking. That's coming from a 20-year-old or 30-year-old or even a 40-year-old, woman, who's making these statements. but they not really thinking about how difficult life gets, you know, when you 50, 60 and you're not as young and vibrant as you once was. And you need that companion to depend on, and you need somebody to carry you through, to get your medication, to help you up the stairs, down the stairs, out the bed. You know, you need that stuff, man, because we only strong for a little bit of time in our lives, you know, and most of us, some of us don't actually even get there, you know, from insecurities or a variety of other reasons. And, you know, we had this conversation, man, and when I was coming up the stairs or the elevator, you know, it was just on my mind that I just wanted to communicate to y'all the importance of love and not giving up on it. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. In a world as destructive as the world we live in, it don't mean you're gonna find it. You know, you may never find it, but what I say to you is don't lose hope in it. Don't lose your belief in it, because without it, man, life becomes a lot colder, and it's cold enough already. It's nothing to take lightly, and I can't stress that enough, man. Now, you know, for the men out there, man, like, as a man, to find that good girl, you're gonna have it tough, dog. Like, I mean that, because there's a lot of women pretending to be good, and then there's a lot more who ain't even pretending. They just think they good, and they really ain't shit, and they don't even know it. You know, they think they have the qualities it takes, you know, to make a man happy, you know, yet they keep coming up with failed results, you know. And for you as a man, you gotta be extra selective. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your time with it, man, because as a man, whether you want to be or not, you in the position to lead, and you have to lead, and you have to lead well and lead strong. And you need to be able to make sure that you find a woman who is supportive of your leadership. And that's difficult to do, you know, in a generation of women that are really more interested in having a pissing contest, you know, and arguing about, you know, who they are and yada, yada, yada. And I say that to y'all because the one thing that I know that most men suffer from is being blind. And by that, I simply mean we get so caught up in the beauty that's on the outside, you know, and we really miss the point of what's on the inside. You know, a good woman, the right woman, man, like, real talk, she's so beautiful on the inside that even if she's a dime on the outside, if you compare the two, she might as well be your ass cheek spread inside out. Like, real talk, that's how ugly and nasty she is, even if she's a bona fide dime. Because the core of a woman is all that matters, to be honest with you. And a lot of times as men, we don't see that because we always on that hunt for that perfect dime. We're trying to find the best of both worlds. And while they are out there, you know, finding a woman who is both beautiful inside and out, that's some really difficult shit, man. Like, I'm gonna be the first man to tell you that that's hard to do. You know, I'm fortunate to already know where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get access to them, you know, so I like to tell myself. But, you know, I'm in a different position, to be honest with you. Like, and I don't want to get into that, but I'm in a very fortunate position. I just keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look. You gotta get beyond your own deficiency as a man. You gotta get past the bullshit of her tits and her ass. Those meaningless items. Her vagina, her pussy. Meaningless, fam. Like, you know, like, yo, that shit is for the birds, man. Like, it doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stress that to y'all enough, man. Like, and once you are able to bypass that and look at what really counts, then your opportunities to finding that good woman and that right woman who will help your belief and sustain your belief in love can't be measured next to anything. And that's how serious it is. And real talk, the same thing applies for women. You know, there's so many of y'all ladies out there, man, that really, y'all just searching for all the wrong things, man. Like, y'all don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, at the same time, you know, you want to spend most of your time blaming men. You know, it's a man's fault for this, it's a man's fault for that. When really, the reality is, man, whose fault it is more than anybody, and that's not to lay blame, but it's women. And not on how bad a man treats you, but on how bad women treat other women, and there's no unity amongst y'all as sisters and as women in general. And y'all are shit on each other in a heartbeat for a dude. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is, probably what a few of you don't realize is that one bad woman affects hundreds of good women. Hundreds. But overall, man, as females, man, y'all have to wake up. You know, you can sit around all day, you know what I'm saying? You can sit around all day and blame men, but that don't help you. It won't move you forward, because you'll never take the time to look at yourself and really see it for what it is. You know, look at yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And I know men ain't shit. I already know that, and you know that, and men know that. We know we dogs. We know we got issues. We know all we care about is getting some ass. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And we don't give ourselves a pass on that. I ain't giving no man a pass on that. But I promise you this: when a man recognizes that he has something great, not all of them, but they're the smart ones. Oh, listen, man. They'll do their best to live up to your expectations and to satisfy the love that you have for them in order to continue to receive the love that you'll give. You feel me? You know, so, you know, I'm already running my mouth, man, and I'm going to try to edit this down and make it a little bit shorter, but I really just wanted to express that to y'all, man. You know, I'm very fortunate in my life for many different reasons, you know what I'm saying? And my life is filled with many hardships and many ups and downs. And I try to use all of my experiences, good, bad, or indifferent, to make sure that you guys succeed. You know, whether that be in love or life or whatever it is I can do to help you. You know, and that's not to say I'm perfect. That's not to say that, you know, your boy got it figured out, because every day for me is a learning process. But at the same time, I'm more than willing to share whatever I think that can be beneficial to you to move you forward. You feel me? You know, so don't give up on love. Even if you know, or even if your resume says you have every right to. Because without it, life is cold, man. And the world is tough enough with love. So you damn sure don't want to make it any tougher on yourself without it. You feel me? Anyway, man, I hope that makes sense, man. I just really felt inspired to share that message with y'all, man. And, you know, for anybody who needed to hear that, man, really take that seriously, man, and don't give up hope. Just take your time and be smarter, man. Be a good female. Learn what a good female is. Take the time to find a woman who you believe is a good female and sit down and converse with her about, you know, the positives and negatives of what she endures, you know, and the hardships of being a good woman. And men do the same. You know, find that role model. Have a conversation with a person who has wisdom and put it into your life in a standpoint that can be beneficial to you. So on that note, I'll stop running my mouth so people can't complain that I ramble on about nothing, you know. But I love y'all as always, man. I'll be back soon with the show, I hope, you know, once we get the website up and running, you know. But things are making good progress. And, yeah, your boy's all right. So love y'all, baby. Y'all be good, man. One love.